Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what you've been through. You can make it if you believe. You've got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome to Success Power. I am excited to welcome you once again on this exciting and life-changing broadcast. I should remind you, dear viewer, that this program is designed to let you know that God wants you to succeed. And to succeed simply means to discover the goals set for your life by the Creator and to enjoy the fulfillment of achieving those goals. And then we want to share with you the universal time-proven laws of success. A law is a universal fact, something that holds true on every sport on this planet. There's tremendous energy in our world, but the different forms of energy are bounded by laws or principles. Now, there are principles for success. These principles have no respect for location, they have no respect for persons or for status. Anyone who satisfies their conditions has tremendous power released on his or her behalf to achieve his or her goals. So right here in Success Power, we share with you those laws, those principles that guarantee success. Also, we want to help you discover the tremendous potentials the Creator has invested in your life. There's so much more to your life than what we can see now. You are going through different phases of metamorphosis. We've not seen the best of you yet. There's a kind of person you can be that you haven't been. There are places you can go that you haven't gone. There are things you can do that you haven't done. There are things you can have that you haven't gotten yet. And what we want to do is to cultivate your potentials, help you to discover, to develop, and to maximize those potentials so you can be the best you could be. And we want to ensure that you are free from every form of failure. On this episode of Success Power, I'd like to begin with the story of Colonel Harland Sanders. Well, many of us know the story of Colonel Sanders because he invented the recipe for the Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is today presented by the KFC food chain worldwide. Colonel Sanders, went through different experiences in life, beginning with the death of his father when he was only 6 years old, and he became a worker in a restaurant, he became a chef and all that, and eventually he began to run a restaurant, and then he had to shut down the restaurant because there was a road construction project and it went right through where the restaurant was, so he had to shut down the restaurant, and then he began to live off benefits from the state. I think it was $105 a month, and this was when he was 60 years old. He was forced to retire at the age of 60. And then it was at 65 that an idea occurred to him that the special recipe that he had created for frying chicken could be sold to restaurants, and I hear that Colonel Sanders had over 1,000 no's from restaurant owners before he had the first yes. But once the yes came, things happened pretty quickly, and restaurant owners would pay a very small fraction of the money that they made from selling the kind of chicken that Colonel Sanders had given them. the recipe for. And he used to sell the spices to them, but he kept the secret of the recipe to himself. Well, think about it. He was forced to retire at 60, and it was at 65 that he got this new business idea, and eventually he sold the business off for $2 million. $2 million. Wow. And even after that, the KFC food chain has grown so much, it's all over the world now. So my encouragement today is that in times of crisis, we can find the opportunities to start our lives on a new dimension. Also, that it's never too late for you to succeed, never too late for you to experience a turnaround in your life. Today, we're discussing the topic, managing your finances in times of crisis. I know we have a global economic crisis right now, and the prognosis doesn't look good at all. Millions of people have lost their jobs. Millions of people have lost their means of living. Many have had to revert back to getting, benefits and subventions from their governments, and there are parts of the world where there are no such social services at all, no such safety nets at all. Okay, so these are tough times for people. Governments are struggling. In fact, governments are literally collapsing over these economic crises. There are currencies that are being threatened right now. What do we do in times like this? Sometimes we read in the newspapers that there are people who have chosen to take their lives, to take their own lives, just because they can't face the shame of having had abundance before and now being in debt, serious debt. Well, I came to encourage you today, dear viewer, that it is not how high you fall that matters, it's how high you bounce. And you've got to have the bounce in you. You've got to have that staying power, and you've got to realize this thing is just a phase, it's just a season. Things are going to turn around. But you've got to do your best to manage this season of crisis, specifically with respect to your finances. So today, I welcome you to Success Power, and we'll be discussing managing your finances in crisis right after this break. Checkmate. Hello. Do you have an idea of what next big strategic move you can make to move your life to the next level of success? You may be a very good secretary, a very good accountant, a very competent lawyer on your own. But it's another level of success entirely when you can get 10, 50, or 1,000 people to cooperate with you to achieve your objectives. We call that leadership. Now, I have an idea what strategic move you can make to move your life to the next level of success. And it's for you to get a copy of the book, Multiply Your Success, Lead.
Multiply Your Success, Lead. In this book, you will learn how to turn loose your ability to inspire others, transform your organization, solve problems better and faster than before, multiply your effectiveness, and become a change champion in your nation. To order for Multiply Your Success, Lead, please call +44 020 888